is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and Gaming News video. Today, we've got a lot of great information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Japan's best-selling games for June 2017 is live. So the latest issue of Famitsu has went online, and they outlined the top 30 best-selling games in Japan for the month of June 2017. Now the full results will be listed on the page and of course with a link in the description below, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to go over the top 10 and briefly talk about some of my favorites off of the list. So at number 10 on the PS4 we have NewZ 7 or NewZ 8, I think, YS 8 with 22,723 units sold, and there's actual physical and digital units, so check out the physical and digital units if you want to see the sales comparisons there. So that had over 22,000 units. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch at 9 with 28,955 units. At number 8 on the Nintendo 3DS, The Alliance Alive with 32,231 units. At number 7 on PS4, Fallout 4 with 33,651 units. And just to note, guys, Fallout 4 in Japan on the PS4 did not come out physical. It only came out digital with those numbers. At number 6 on the 3DS, Monster Hunter Double Cross with 36,432 units sold. At number 5 on the Nintendo Switch, Seiken Densetsu Collection, or the Secret of Mana Collection, with 45,849 units sold. At number 4 on the PS4, Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood with 59,245 units sold. And this one was really interesting because the breakdown of physical and digital was pretty much right down the middle, with 29,328 units physical and 29,917 units digital. At number 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Nintendo Switch with 63,602 units sold. At number 2 on the PS4, Tekken 7 with 100,010 units sold. And at number 1 was ARMS on the Nintendo Switch with 175,786 units sold, with the breakdown of physical units at 154,845 units sold and digital units with 20,941 units sold. So a pretty good digital penetration there when it comes to things. Not quite as high as some of the other games on here, but still really good as far as for Nintendo and what they're trying to do digitally. Now on this list of games for the top 10, I really like that ARMS is number 1. Obviously it's a brand new IP. Seeing it beat out stuff like Tekken and other titles like Final Fantasy and games that have came out is actually really good for Nintendo as far as moving forward with confidence in new IPs, because that was one of the big knocks against Nintendo and has been one of their big knocks over the past 10 to 15 years, that Nintendo doesn't do enough new IPs. But now they've pretty much had 2 hits with Splatoon 2 coming out in 2015 and also ARMS coming out in 2017, so that bodes well for Nintendo going forward in the future. I also really like the fact that Seiken Densetsu Collection pretty much broke 50,000 units at this point. I'm hoping that that spurs Square Enix in order to make some type of localization, because I'd really like to play those games, because there's one game that we never got as far as the Seiken Densetsu games, and I've never played the original Game Boy one, plus we never got Seiken Densetsu 3, which I really want to play. And I really would like to play that on the go and everything, because like I said, it's never been released here, so hopefully they actually localize that, but we'll see. It doesn't look likely, but we'll see. Love the fact that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild continues to sell very well, especially for a Zelda game in Japan, which historically hasn't done the best, but this one's doing really good. And once again, the eternal Mario Kart 8 Deluxe up there at number 3. I don't think this game is going to leave the top 10 or top 20 sales charts anytime soon in Japan. We could see this game on here for seriously years to come, just because Mario Kart 8, the console version, but portable now, Japan's going crazy for that. And of course worldwide. I love the game as well. It's great to play portable, it's great to play on your TV. So let me know what you guys think about all of these sales numbers. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. We have got confirmation as far as the amiibo when it comes to Samus Returns that has caused quite a bit of controversy among some fans. So in the 3DS game of Metroid Samus Returns, you're going to need at least 4 of the amiibo to kind of do everything in the game. So let's go ahead and get into exactly what was confirmed from a Nintendo rep. Now we haven't heard anything officially as far as Nintendo coming out and saying these things, plus we don't know all the details within the game with some of this content, which I'll talk about at the end. But let's go over what Eurogamer had to say on the matter first. So first off, the new Samus Aran amiibo, which will launch with Samus Returns, the figurine of the crouched Samus will unlock an extra energy tank for you to use. After completing the game, you'll be able to unlock exclusive Metroid 2 art in an art gallery. Next is the new Squidgy, the little squishy Metroid amiibo. This will let you reveal the location of any nearby Metroid on your map, something which sounds pretty handy. After completing the game, you can also unlock a new difficulty mode, Fusion, and wear Samus's suit from the Metroid Fusion game. Now moving on to the Smash Bros amiibo, because those are also compatible. So the original Smash Bros Samus amiibo with her in her power suit, in addition to Zero Suit Samus. So the Smash Bros amiibo, Samus, will unlock a missile tank, and after completing the game, snag you exclusive concept art for your gallery. Zero Suit Samus will unlock another energy tank, and after completing the game, let you listen to Samus Returns soundtrack of background music via a special mode. So these are really cool additions, but a lot of people feel that, hey, you're locking this type of content behind amiibo, so that's not good. Personally, for me, there's been stuff that's been locked behind amiibo before, and if I find it compelling, then I'll pick up amiibo. If I don't, then whatever. I already have 2 of these amiibo, and really all I would need is the squishy amiibo and the Crouch Samus amiibo. I do think that the fusion mode, I'd like to see more about it before I say, yeah, I want to invest into that, just because it just says an additional difficulty mode. So I'm guessing that there's already going to be additional difficulty modes in there, like a hard mode or other stuff like that. So it's just another one if you have the amiibo, and it looks like all it does is just add the suit so far. Once again, we need more confirmation from Nintendo when it comes to all of the content in the game, because they haven't actually detailed all of that. I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of it, and that's always been my rule of thumb pretty much with any system, not just Nintendo, but with any company that does DLC. Unless the DLC is ridiculous, where there's like tons of day one DLC like Evolve, that's when I have issues. I don't have issues with content and DLC or anything like that. Just as long as the base game is really good and it gives you plenty of hours of content for your money, I'm okay. So we'll see what happens with these here. But I do understand on the other side of the fence, people being a little upset because they feel that it's locking like some major aspects of the game behind amiibo. But I'm looking at the modes as far as from what we know. I'm looking at some of the stuff. It seems like stuff that you would usually get throwaways, you know, like art galleries or stuff like that. So maybe, don't know about that. But we'll see as far as the final product and everything that's in there at the end. I also wanted to mention really quick that we have 2 new pieces of art from Metroid Samus Returns, and it's just amazing. As you can see here, there's one of them with Samus, and she's blasting this Metroid, and it just looks so good. And then you have another one here, which looks like it comes straight from Team Ninja and what they were doing with Metroid Other M, as far as Samus bashing this enemy with her beam cannon. So this is really cool art as well. So let me know what you guys think about the Samus amiibos and all this stuff, and also the art in the comment section below. I'll also add that people were crying for so long that Nintendo needs to do more with amiibo, and then when they do more with amiibo, people cry that they do more with amiibo. So it's almost like a no-win situation here. You don't do enough, then it's not worth it. You do a little too much, then people complain. So I'm pretty sure Nintendo's just going to be like, we're ignoring everything and just continue going, because people are going to buy these amiibo no matter what, and people who don't want to buy it will just play the game. I'm pretty sure they'll be happy without the extra stuff that the amiibo unlock. Alright, and moving on to the last article here, Japan. We have some more info on Splatoon 2's first week of sales. Let's go ahead and get into this article here. So between July 17th and July 23rd, there was a 251.55% increase in total software sales in Japan. 987,000 units of software were sold altogether. The Nintendo Switch sold 100,000 units, making for its second best week ever. Splatoon 2 sold 648,000 copies, selling over 4 times that of the first Splatoon. Splatoon 2 more than doubled the amount of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 285,000 copies in its first week. Splatoon 2's attach rate is 54.14%, which is even higher than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's 36.64%, and it sold through 65% of its initial shipment. So they made sure to have plenty of Splatoon 2 stock there, but even then, selling through 65%, that's really good. Another thing that I love about Splatoon 2, as far as what they did with the design of the game, I really think that they took a little bit more time touching up the single player experience and making it intertwined with the multiplayer and of course the salmon run. I think all of that really factors into the big aspects, the big sales of Splatoon 2. There's so much cool stuff that they put into the game. It's such a unique concept that there's really no other game out like it on the market. You can play your typical shooters, you can play your military ones, you can play your cartoony hero styled ones like Overwatch, you can have all sorts of other stuff on the market, but none of it really compares to what Splatoon 2 is doing. The fact that you go into ink and that's how you recharge your ammo is a completely new idea that a lot of people just didn't think about, and I think that's the reason why Splatoon 2 is just enjoying all the success, the new ideas, how is the online multiplayer, all the different modes, and on top of that, just the uniqueness of the game in general has just gotten it huge. It's become one of Nintendo's biggest franchises. I would probably put it in the top 4 franchises at this point, maybe even going to pass up some of their staples. So we'll see where the franchise goes in the future. I'm excited to see what's coming up next for Splatoon. They're adding new weapons and they're going to add stages and all sorts of stuff throughout it, the Splatfest. So I'm excited to see what's coming next. So let me know what you guys think about Splatoon 2 and the sales in the comment section below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Alright Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier. We get to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prized eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, ARMS, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you Ninja for the next video. Peace.